Hey, Batman fans. So, apparently, this Toysrocka line, they had these deformed Dark Knight and Joker, and then the police car from Gotham, and probably the Tumbler for Batman. So, I missed out on all that stuff, and frankly, I don't really care to get them anyway. So, they were good movies and all. Just, I have to be selective on the things I buy. But I found this at a local toy store, a used toy shop, and it was cheap, so I figured I'd get it. I had no idea what it was, but luckily Google Lens helps you out. So this is trademarked by DC Comics, and there's a whole lot of undercarriage details. This is made of PVC, that's why it looks so crude. It's like a soft vinyl, softer vinyl, not so rigid, although actually the parts do seem quite rigid. Anyways, there's a lot of detail, as crude as it is. This license plate's pretty cool. Gotham license plate. It's interesting. It's script for the Gotham. There are some vents there in the bumper, but they're not painted or anything like that. The headlights are just painted silver. There's a little orange for the turn signal area, but it's very faint. I'm not sure if it's because this thing is really old. I saw a YouTube video by Mecha Guy Katsu doing this 8 years ago, and his listing says Union Creative Toysrocka if you want to look it up. So maybe 8 years ago this was better, but maybe the paint is wicked away or something. I'm not sure. It does have the oval for the Ford, Crown Victoria badge there. It's a Ford badge. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a lot of Fresneling molded into the light area. Police is printed nicely. It's a tampo print, not a decal, not a sticker. These are really horrendous wiper blades. They're not remotely smooth. And I feel it's probably because maybe this came out of a silicone mold instead of a steel injection molding machine. So the light bar still has faint traces of the red. The blue's still quite intact. And then there's the PVC flexibility, which is nice. Same back here. No interiors, just totally blacked out windows, but decent details for the window molding. The door handles raised and recesses for the hands. Little fuel filler groove is nice. And then this, the Gotham Police Department there, it's all printed pretty crisp, just maybe not in line with itself. The wheels are pretty decent. Lug nut details, some venting details, but this tire is really messed up. The tread, though, that's weird. It looks almost like a tread you'd see on like a lawnmower, maybe? Not a car, but whatever. Better to have some tread, maybe. It doesn't look like a truck tire from the side. That's nice. Alright, the red's made to stay on the taillights much better. The backup lights there. Odd that there's no printing on the rear license plate. A little lock hole hand grab, maybe for the badge. And then this thing's running dual pipes with some recesses. Isn't this where the license plate would be? I don't know, it's weird. Why would they have that? Okay, light bar looks okay, molded wise with the grooves, just some of the paint is missing. Also, I think you can take this back end off, because if you have the figure, you could pop the figure and half of the body in here. So you gotta pry it out underneath the light bar. And so yeah, there you go. So if you had that Joker figure, you take its lower torso off and you stick the top torso in here. But I don't really care to do that. That's not my thing. Alright, but yeah, so still a little flexibility in this PVC. But being 8 years old at least, it's getting a little harder now. Oh, we gotta look out for that antenna. Oh, I figured the easiest way to do it is actually slide it in sideways. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I guess you could store stuff in there. So comparing to a 1/43rd scale classic Ferrari, this is definitely bigger than 1/43rd. Width-wise, maybe not so much because it's a much more modern vehicle, but height-wise, it's like over twice the height of this thing. Let me get a lower angle here for you. So yeah, it's just really weird. It's really cartoony. I didn't even talk about the mirrors, but they have recesses on the backside if you add silver paint. It's nice that they have mirrors. Here's a R5 Turbo for Bulma's car from Dragon Ball Z. And this is by a company called Jaxdu. And this is even taller than this thing. And then we have this Huataway Unifortune Lambo. And that's much wider. So being all cartoony cars, they don't really match. But Batman wise, you do have these Pop Mart vehicles. And those actually work pretty well, I would say. Width-wise, they're similar. Height-wise, they're similar. So, yeah, this Toysrocka thing, I guess probably the tumbler from this line would fit in nicely. But Pop Mart also has a tumbler, so not sure if you really need it unless you're a really die-hard fan of The Dark Knight. Well, it's always fun to learn about old toys. You just, I go to these used toy stores and then just walk around, and eventually something might catch my eye. Sometimes I don't buy anything, but I do like the deformed toys because I don't have to be critical of them, right? This clearly doesn't have to look nice because it's supposed to look like a cartoon. That's why I've pretty much steered away from realistic models. I don't think humans can make realistic models consistently good, not to the level I'm expecting at least. Alright, well thanks for watching everyone. We'll see you in the next deformed car video.